Hi, fourth grade, welcome back. So today we have a really fun project. We have so many projects that we are going to do until the final days of school, and we need a place where we can store them. So we're going to be making a portfolio. Who could raise their hand and tell me, number one, what a portfolio is, and then number two, why it's important to keep a portfolio? Raise your hand, please. So, a portfolio is where an artist keeps their work. So it's also really important that an artist keeps their work safe, especially because it's important as people and as we grow to look back at our older work so we can see how far we have come. Let's take a moment now and take a look at this crazy painting by Pablo Picasso. What I want you to do is take a close look. If you see something that you would like to observe or tell the class, if you see something that kind of looks a little strange or just something you want to point out, raise your hand and we'll talk about what we see. There are no wrong answers, but right now I want you to just take a close look. Okay, and raise your hands if you'd like to share what you see. So I hope we notice that Pablo Picasso's work feels very shattered. There's a lot of different little pieces. A lot of times those little pieces are different colors than everything else, which makes every part of the painting a little bit more unique. Now today when we build our portfolios, you're gonna have this extra super long piece of paper. All I need to do is just fold it over and make the corners match and then go ahead and fold the crease. It should look something like this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna write our name on the portfolio, but use a very cubist technique. Before we begin, let's go ahead and sharpen our pencils, and then at the very bottom of either side, it doesn't matter which side you choose to do the front of your portfolio, we need to write our class code. We don't need to write our name on it because we're gonna write our name really big on one side, so you don't need to write your name again. Just write your class code in the bottom left-hand corner after you've sharpened your pencils, and then we will go ahead and begin once everyone's given me a thumbs up. Now, when we begin, you're gonna need to write your name in kind of a bubble letter. So here's how I do it. So when I wanna write in bubble letters, I write the name I wanna do first. So I'm gonna write Boatfield. And I want to give a little bit of space in between all these letters. So I have Boatfield written, and then I'm going to trace what I have inside and outside. And what I'll do is I will go back and erase the parts I don't need, but I'm basically tracing the letters of my name, and I will be left with bubble letters. So now I have those bubble letters. Remember, I just wrote the letter and then went around it and then erased what was on the inside. Now's the part where I am inspired by the artists that we'll be studying. I'm gonna take the pencil, and this will seem a little crazy, but I'm just going to draw crazy different lines in between my name. I can go over here, I can do one down here, put as many different lines as you want. I would do at least 6 or 7. Now we're going to take these big jumbo Sharpies, trace over those lines, even the ones with the letters, and then I'll show you all the different cool things that we can do with this. Now, I went ahead and I split it up into all these different sections. It's up to you how you want to decorate this. You could do drawings in pencil, you could use crayon, you could use marker. I'll even have some colored pencils and paint out for you. I have my own idea about how I want to decorate this, and you can also do it as well if you want to. Now, I am actually not the biggest fan of crayon. I think that y'all are a little bit old for crayons. I think that y'all move on to more expensive, kind of more advanced techniques. But there's something really cool that you can do with crayon and watercolor. What you can do is you can open up your portfolio, put one of these rubbing plates, that's what these are called, inside. It makes a texture. And then I usually use a white crayon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the white crayon over the portfolio. And y'all are going to think I'm crazy because, well, nothing's showing up. But when I go over this with paint, it'll make a really cool effect. I'm also going to use different types of rubbing plates all over so that it makes different designs. So I'm not done totally yet, but what I want you to notice is that it made all these really cool textures on my portfolio, which I like. So that's an option for you too. If you ever do paint, you'll need a cup of water. Remember, dip, let it drip, and paint. If you're using watercolor, please return these when you're done, where you found them, and I'll explain where those are. At the end of class, we'll return any materials that you used, but don't feel like you have to paint or do it exactly like mine. You can be creative with this, and I hope that you are. We are gonna have a lot of fun today. I hope that you are enjoying your week so far, and that you have a great day.